The purpose of me writing this was to express my displeasure in the way that Rigiji has been carrying himself of late. You know, something that happens between two people, if you are not there, it is a bit hard to understand. Maybe the nearest you can understand is through watching CCTV. But in the absence of CCTV and hidden cameras, we would be unfair to say one way or another. It would be unfair to say that Ruto is unfair to Rigiji, or we would also be unfair to say that Rigiji is unfair to Ruto. But the purpose of my recording this was to show that of late, Rigiji has been behaving in such a way that is not becoming of his office. I'm not trying to say that it is bad that he's trying to be the tribal chief. No. Actually, he's doing things the opposite way, because people become tribal chiefs first and then become national chiefs later. But he has become a national leader and then he has become a tribal leader after that. And you can see even the nomination of the reconstituted cabinet, they played with his mind. They played with his mind because out of 21 names that were being suggested, he was given first a chance to name his 7. So that is how you find that the first list of 10 people, 7 were from the center, and he was very happy. But this is a problem with choosing a political rookie to be a national leader. He did not know. He would have waited for the other 21 names to come out. So when the 10 came out, you can see the way he reacted. But then again, that is not why I want to talk today. I don't even want to talk about him wanting to be a tribal chief, to being a USHAMBA, a villager. But there is some things, even if you are wronged, even if you are wronged, the way you react, you see, when somebody wrongs you, like somebody slaps you, when you react, then that is when people around do what? Notice that. So the way you react also places you in one way or the other. Some people, he's just slapped me and that is why I hit him with a blow. And people will say, no, we didn't see him slapping you. We only saw you hitting him with a blow. So there are retaliation which come out, and the person retaliating looks more as the bad person, or even the people did not notice the first thing, that they only noticed when you reacted. We have seen a case. The first case was when we had prominent leaders. We had prominent leaders who visited Kenya sometimes back, and for those several days that those leaders were here, Rigiji was nowhere to be seen, only to resurface after the leaders have left the country, for him to say that he was up in the mountain praying. Praying. Now, imagine people, presidents and heads of states and heads of governments coming to Kenya and finding that they cannot see the number 2. Whatever happened he said he was on the mountain meditating. Yeah, that is the word that was getting out. He came out after 7 days and said he had been meditating in the mountains. Now, how do you meditate at the time when prominent heads of states and head of governments do come in? In Kenya's history, I don't know about any other country. In Kenya's history, we have seen one or two occasions when he arrives even after the president has arrived in a meeting. And then recently we saw the instance where in Nyeri, there was a seat that was whatever. To me, a deputy president is just like a younger brother to the president. But also, I'm reminding myself of what I was told by several people. I've been told by about 5 elders when I was young, and which I want to tell people is that disagreeing with your parent, if you are wrong, if you are right, and your parent curses you, it can't catch you. If you are right and your parent curses you, it can't catch you. And if you are wrong, even if your parent does not curse you, the curse comes automatically. So it is up to the younger person. And in a situation where two people disagree or whatever, it is upon the junior person to show respect to the other person. If I can remember the former government, the Uhuru government, Ruto gained a lot. Ruto gained a lot by playing victim to an ordinary, because whatever happened between Ruto and Uhuru, only the two know what happened. But you find that Ruto played so well, played as a victim. He may have been the wrong person, but he played like a victim, and everybody saw Uhuru as the person wrong. Equally, right now between Rigiji and Ruto, we do not know. We do not know who is wrong or right. But you see instances where we are having heads of state visiting Kenya, and then that is the time you go to the mountain to meditate. You would have postponed the meditation. You know, you are meditating to God. And God himself, even before you reach Githurai, even God himself knows that you have visitors. So God can wait until the visitors go, that you can go to the mountain to meditate. Attending meetings after the head of state has arrived. And also complaining some of the things, because if I look at the things, we have several deputy heads of state in Kenya. And if you ask me, the only head of state who was very comfortable, although he ruled for only a few months, was Wamalwa Kijana. Wamalwa Kijana, his chemistry and the Kibakis were so good that he was very comfortable. But even after he died and the Mudi Awori was taken, Mudi Awori, you see, is a diplomatic person. He plays it cool, but there are even some embarrassment that you remember the embarrassment that happened in Mombasa. There's a time they were in Mombasa, I think ushering in the new year, and Mudi Awori was talking about, you see, we had Mama Ngina as the first lady. Mama Lena Moi did not occupy the state house. So Uncle Mudi was referring to Mama Lucy Kibaki as the second lady to have occupied the position of first lady. So kuna vile kizungu ilimkanganya kidogo, then Mama Lucy had to storm out and say, "You're calling me the second lady. Who is the first lady? Who is the other?" You know, he was talking of her being the second first lady, because Mama Helena was not on. So the first one was Mama Ngina. But the way he put it, Mama Lucy and all those who were around took it to mean that Kibaki had a second wife. And no, not only a second wife, but the other lady is the one who was being considered the first lady, and this is the second first lady. Mudi Awori was embarrassed in public, such things. But you see, it has always been that the number two usually plays low. And if he's clever, as clever as a Ruto, he would even use that as a campaign. It is only during the last few days when it was very necessary to take Uhuru on. But you can see, and you see the way Gachagua is doing it. We have also, like the incident is talking about that even the president's PA think that they can order me around. You see, Gachagua is lucky that he's being ordered around by the PS to the president. He used to work under Moi, and if Moi would have been senile and still alive, I would have requested Gachagua to have a word with him. Moi used to be slapped. Moi used to be stopped on the road, and you see the way when Moi was the vice president, he would when the Moi was the vice president, he would even be mistreated before. There are several cases. His vehicle would be stopped, and the police during those days, there was a rule in the police that anybody flying the national flag on his vehicle, you should not stop that vehicle. And also, the vehicles of these people used to have other numbers. For example, cabinet ministers used to fly a flag, and there used to be something written CM. And assistant minister, it used to be written AM. And MP, it used to be written MP. So when the vehicle approaches, every police officer knew, police officer, even me, we, son of a police officer, we knew the number plates of Moi's vehicle. Moi's vehicle was KNT 400. KNT 400. But they would stop him. They would, even when he's going to State House, they would check his vehicle to see if his vehicle has explosive or something like that. And there was even times when, let me tell you, if you see the personal assistant, if you see the friends of the president mistreating you, it is the president sending them to do that. I can tell you the first vice president was Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and the current deputy president is Rigiji. So the last thing I would expect, he's my village mate, huko Madera West. But what I would tell my Mufiala is this: don't talk it publicly. Don't talk it publicly. I think to show that the president, all through, all the 5 presidents, Jomo Kenyatta, Arap Moi, Mwai Kibaki, Uhuru Kenyatta, and even Ruto, to show that the president knows what is happening and is approving. I'll give you one example that happened in Nakuru. There's a time when Moi was supposed to meet Kenyatta at a certain time, let's say 2 p.m. When Moi came, he was told by the secretary or whatever to take a seat there, wait for the president. When the president is ready, then some people, kina Njenga Karume, kina nani, they came, greeted him, then entered the office, talked to him, and you see, even when the kina Njenga Karume came to see the president, they were not even stopped by the secretary, the receptionist. I can say that. They were not even stopped by the receptionist to know who are you and what are you going to do. But Moi, being the deputy head of state, had been told, you sit here, when the president is ready, he'll come. These people came, they entered there. Where Moi was seated, he would hear them laughing, whatever. And then around 5, 3 hours after Moi had sat there doing nothing, waiting, Jomo Kenyatta came out with those Kikuyu friends of his. They said, oh, so you've been here. Kenyatta pretended now to be noticing that he was there. So what I would tell my younger Mufiala, please don't do it. Don't do it. It is not befitting of your position.